And this competition replay was sent in by the user Airvorn. That is Airvorn, and he's driving the E50M on an encounter battle on Malinovka. E50M being a tier 10 medium tank for the Germans. And this again being the Malinovka, although this one being an encounter battle. Both teams spawn just at the foot of this hill, so you normally tend to get very, very drawn out, protracted, but sometimes fast and furious battles on the top of this hill. And Airvorn going to be doing what a medium tank should do, which is take to the hill as quickly as possible to get some eyes on who is up here and lay some groundwork for the heavy tanks that are going to come up behind him. It looks like he's first on top of the hill. Going to see who else is coming up from the other side. Looks like the enemy team doesn't have that many medium tanks. Spots out an IS-8 that is pretty much just a medium tank. Didn't have a good shot at him, so elected not to fire the cannon, showing very good fire discipline there. Just having a quick look to see which direction the IS-8 has gone. Looks like he has decided to leave the hill now. Airvorn has been spotted out. IS-7 coming up. He's exposed his hull, not just his turret. And he's not able, Airvorn's not quite able to put a shot through. Looks like he's focusing on the underbelly now, and he is able to get a damaging shot finally on this IS-7. IS-7 undaunted. He knows that he's got the support of his allies behind him. He continues to press up the hill. Takes some tracking damage. His track gets taken out, and he's able to get another good chunk of damage on this IS-7. IS-7's advance is kind of stalled now. Airvorn's still going to focus on him. Gets a shot on the IS-8 instead, as he was a much softer, much juicier target than that IS-7. Cannon is reloaded again. Going to go for the side armor. Gets another hit on that IS-7. He's done over 1,000 points of damage to this IS-7 so far. Finds a T-34. Gets a great shot on him as well. T-34 looks a little bit confused as to where that shot came from. Somebody fires off at the building and doesn't manage to hit Airvorn there. And he's got them on the run now. Had them on the back foot since they started trying to take the hill. That one not quite able to penetrate the mighty turret of the T-34 there. The rest of the allies are now all in position, and this has turned into a big, big firefight. This IS-7's trying to bully his way onto the top of the hill. Unfortunately for him, Airvorn's ready. Lands a shot, but doesn't quite do any damage. And IS-3 is for some reason moved in and trying to steal Airvorn's position from him. So he's just going to move in front of him and take his position back, as he's definitely the best person to have here with the gun and the armor that he has. As you can see, bounces 2 shots from the IS-3 and probably that T-34 as well. Looks like the enemy team's finding it very difficult to get onto the hill right now, not coming forward as a cohesive unit. Looks like this Tiger 2 has moved up, and he's going to take a shot through the side of his turret. And he is being very, very ballsy now. He's the only one from his team that is on the hill. Airvorn takes another bit of tracking damage. That one didn't quite go through. Only managed to take out Airvorn's track. He's going to focus in on the turret of the Tiger 2. Didn't quite have enough time to focus fully on a weak spot there, and that one just bounced. But his gun's already reloaded. Now he's trying to find somewhere to hit. Sees an IS-3 in the background. If he can't hurt the Tiger 2 in front of him, he'll hurt the IS-3 behind him. That one just bounces again. As you can see, the Tiger 2, when you know how to use it, can be a very tough customer. But looks like he is just caught napping for a moment. And he gets taken out, and Airvorn picks up his first kill and almost 3,000 damage. Does see the IS-3 in the background there. Lands a great shot on him. The enemy team still holding their little part of the hill here, but not really to much effect. They're not doing much in return. Airvorn finally takes some damage to the hands of that IS-3 there. And he's going to use the corpse of this Tiger 2 as cover. And another good shot on that IS-3. And he's just racking up the damage here. There's absolutely nothing the enemy team can do about him just now. Finally takes out that T-34, picks up kill number 2. IS-7 stubbornly refusing to die. He's only got 10 hit points. He is in a slightly hull down position to Airvorn. And Airvorn doesn't want to poke himself all the way out and open himself up to that IS-8 and IS-3 just to try and get that last 10 hit points on the IS-7. He's backing off now. He is kind of hull down. The enemy team is pushing on the right-hand side of that hill. And if they are persistent about that, they should be able to push through and take it. Airvorn just trying to keep these heavy tanks from pushing up and getting them trapped into a pincer maneuver. He needs to keep them on the back foot or just destroy them is also a valid tactic. Takes out the IS-3. Looks like he did 100% of the damage to that IS-3, which is very, very nice. Gets another hit on this IS-8. IS-8's going to continue to fall back. Airborne's got to land a shot on him as well. Doesn't quite get any damage on him there. The turret of the IS-8 proving just a little bit too strong. The weak spot is just a little bit too small. IS-8 has fired now, so Airborne's probably going to be counting the reload in his head. He's going to come all the way forward to take this guy out. Not quite got the alpha damage, which is a little bit unfortunate. Does spot the FV-183 in the background and that Ferdinand. He's decided he doesn't want any piece of that nonsense and falls back. Enemy team pushing very strongly on the right-hand side or left-hand side of the hill here, and they've managed to take a commanding position there. Airborne's using this opportunity to fall back. As you can see, the enemy team has pushed in the south there, and IS-3 and a Panther II have managed to break through, and the only opposition they've got is that Type 61 and possibly that Löwe. Stops to just take out that IS-3 casually. And there is still a T-32 and an Object 140. Misses that shot on the T-32, a little bit unfortunate there. The accuracy of the German guns is often touted, but that one just didn't quite land. Actually, that's an Object 704, not an Object 140. And he's decided to leave, as he doesn't want to get destroyed on the hill. So the enemy team pushes all the way through the left-hand side of the hill, takes it, has a commanding position there, holds it for a while, and as soon as Airborne decides to drop back, he doesn't want them to have that part of the hill. He opens fire and he takes them all out and pushes them away from that position. Now he's going to drop back and try and do something about this IS-3 and this Panther II. The Löwe has made a move over there. Does find the IS-8 from earlier. Takes him out for his Top Gun medal and 6,500 points of damage. Got to be careful here because he doesn't want to get hit by these tank destroyers. Looks like, is that the FV that's moved up from earlier? Finds the Panther II here. He's taking fire from the Löwe and the Type 61. Does have the rear of the Panther II. Takes him out for kill number 7. And it's another case of one of those games that if you want something doing, you're going to have to just go and do it yourself. As the IS-3 is still managing to hold on against this Löwe and this Type 61. Looks like the IS-3 is in the water. And so is the Löwe in an effort to try and take him out. Airborne gets a shot through his track. He's not going anywhere. Takes a couple of big hits from the allies there. He gets taken out now by Airborne. That's kill number 8 and 7,000 points of damage. Although they've been doing very well, this game is pretty close at 11 kills to 9. They've still got some big tank destroyers in here in the form of that 183 and the 704. Although, if I remember rightly, the 704 was very low on health. Yep, 181 hit points is all that he has. Airborne now going to move back up towards the hill. So they're going to have a coordinated effort to try and assault into this hardened position that the enemy team has. The FV is moving on the hill. Airborne lets loose, gets a great shot through his side armor. And the FV is only going to be able to take out one of these IS-3s, and the other one, during the reload, which is about 20-some seconds, should be able to move in and just annihilate him. Ferdinand is coming with, but he's trailing well far behind. This 183 hasn't fired a shot yet. He's still going to be a very, very strong danger. Whichever one of these IS-3s wants to pop out first to try and take out the 183, he's probably going to get exploded. But then the other one will be able to take him out. In the moment, they've just got a little bit of a Mexican standoff. And there we go. The artillery coming in and just ruining the Mexican standoff. Taking out that 183. And this one is now slipping very, very quickly out of the enemy team's grasp. Losing as they are 12 kills to 9. Airborne trying to find a way through this tank graveyard now as the Ferdinand falls as well. The Su-14-2 takes out the higher health IS-3. Still, it's going to be probably a case of too little too late. Finds the Object 704. Looks like he's actually stuck. So gonna have to try and decide what to do. The Su-14-2 is the easier target to go for. Can Airborne get a shot on him? He can indeed. And if he can just land on top of this Object 704, he does. That's kill number 10. A well-deserved Pools medal. GG and the victory. So absolutely awesome replay there from Airborne, showing his skill in the E50M there. Just absolutely wrecking the hill. So thank you very much for sending that replay in.